everyone, it is Beth with Flying by the Seat of My Plants, and today is April 10th, and I am actually going to start my tomato plants today. We are approximately probably 7 or 8 weeks out from being able to plant in our outside gardens. So April 10th, well, probably about 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks right now. So I gotta get this done. A lot has been going on, so I feel really late, but I'm okay with it because they're all gonna do fine. Anyhow, I went ahead and I went and got this from our local gardening center, and this is from Maria Gardens, and this is just peat moss and perlite, and there's no fertilizer in this. And it's a very light, fluffy potting mix. And I bought, you know, you can use regular potting mix too, but there's a lot of large sticks in those typically, so I don't even want to deal with that right now. And usually I get them started a lot sooner, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad I'm starting now, because usually by the time I get to the plant sale, they are like, you know, over a foot tall, 2 feet tall, and sometimes too tall. So, but what I'm doing is I went ahead and put the soil mix in here and pre-moistened it. And hang on, Abby, yes, you have to go outside? Be right back. Okay, actually, she just wanted a treat. So, all right, so I went ahead and pre-moistened into a larger container. And in each container, I'll probably put 12 or 13 seeds in each one of one kind of tomato. And this way it gives me a lot more room under the grow lights for me to start a lot of seeds. And because I do the plant sale, I do want to have a lot of plants available. So the first one I'm going to start with is the beefsteak tomato. I did not sell a lot of these last year, so you know, I might, I don't know, probably not do that many. There's approximately 25 seeds in each packet. This one is from M.I. Gardener. There are people that do like the old-fashioned, you know, with the beefsteak. To me, that is an old-fashioned tomato. So I'm kind of spreading them in here. I'm going to change the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. And so the first one, I put so many seeds in here. And I'm thinking 25 for the plant sale. Oh, there's a lot more in there. All right, hang on. Okay, that's it for the... There was a lot more than 25 seeds in there. Wow. Okay, they said a minimum of 25. I bet you there was probably 40 or 50 seeds in here. These are from Baker's Creek. And I'm going to change the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I switched the camera around, and okay, so I already got the tags, and I did 3 of these pots. I just spread some seed in there, so I'm going to go on to the next one. The San Marzano is a favorite of mine in my garden, and anybody that likes to can or do salsa, canning salsa, fresh salsa, this is just a really nice meaty tomato, and you get, see how it bunches up on like the one vine? So typically I'll get like 8 tomatoes, you know, on one bunch. And anyhow, it's a very tasty. I love canning with this. And so now I'm going to move on Okay, this one is from M.I. Gardner. They said approximately 25 seeds. Did not seem like 25 in there. Go ahead. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back over here. I did not cover these seeds yet. I'm going to do that when I plant all these. So I'm just going to sprinkle. Okay, going on to the second one. Okay, here's another M.I. Gardner. Let's see how many are in this one. Okay, this one, there's probably at least 25 seeds in there. So I'm just going to sprinkle them in here. These are all pre-moistened. Okay, so that's San Marzano, so I'm going to go ahead and do 3 markers. San Marzano. And I think that's all I'm going to do, so I probably will end up with hopefully about 40 of these. Oops. Okay, so that's all the San Marzanos there. And praying that the germination goes good. Putting the empty packets on the side. Okay, so another one I want to do is the Black Beauty. I grew this last year. I did get some of the Black Beauties, which was awesome. The groundhog also enjoyed a couple. They don't get really big, but they call it the world's darkest tomato. So dark, some tomatoes turn solid blue-black on the skin of the tomato. And this is another one, starts 6 to 8 weeks, and approximately 25 seeds in each one. This is from Baker's Creek, so let's see how generous they might be. And I'd say there's probably about 30 seeds there. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So now I'm starting on the next row right here. Just going to sprinkle them. I'm going to do a few more because this was a big seller in my plant sale. Okay, here's another packet. Even the seeds are kind of like a purplish color, actually. So 1, 2, 3. And these are all, once they get their true leaves, so they're not going to be very big. They might get a little leggy because it's crowded, which is fine because when I up-pot them, I will be burying the stem down. And when I up-pot these, it will be when they get their true leaves, and that's when they'll go into their individual container. So these are the Black Beauty. Black Beauty was a big seller in the plant sale. Excuse me. Okay, so I got three of each kind. So the beefsteak, San Marzano, Black Beauty. The next one I'm going to show you that I'm doing was a big seller, and I don't think when I was talking about what I was growing, I don't think I included this. But this was a really big seller, and that was the Ananas Noir. It's a beautiful tomato. The taste, this one's Baker's Creek, this one's M. I. Gardner. The taste tastes like a pineapple. It's very juicy, it's large, it's a very cool looking tomato. And a lot of kids, like at the plant sale, there were some parents that brought their kids, and I referred to this as the tie-dye tomato. And so the kids were like, oh yeah, I want to try that. So there's a lot of people that tried this last year, so hopefully it goes over as well as it did last year, because it is a great tasting tomato. So the first packet I'm going to open up is M. I. Gardner's. And just going to sprinkle. Trying to spread them out a little bit. I mean, honestly, I don't know how many are going in each one. But this was a very big seller, so I'm going to do 2 packets. Approximately, they say 25 seeds in each packet. I'm going to say there's probably a little over 25 seeds. Trying to be careful not to accidentally get any seeds in the other containers. So this is the Ananas Noir. And somebody was asking me, you know, about how much I would be selling my plants for in the sale. I'm not sure at this point. You know, last year I went to the greenhouses, checked out prices there, and a lot were going for $5, but there also were some that were going for like $3.50. So I think my whole goal right now, I mean, I do have income coming in, so I like starting seeds. I like growing. I love the plant sale because I get to meet so many people. But another thing is I want people to be able to plant a garden without going broke. So, I mean, when I was gardening, you know, I started gardening about 30 years ago, over 30 years now. More like 35, I think. But anyhow, it was affordable. Even though I did not make a lot of money, I could afford to buy plants. And at that time, I probably still spent like $100. So sometimes $150 because I did not start seeds back then. I bought all plants, flowers, everything. And I always went a little crazy buying the flowers, the trays. And so I'd say I could spend $100 to $150. But still, if you didn't need as many plants as, you know, what I was buying, it was affordable. It used to be like $2 a plant, even probably like $1.50 a plant sometimes. Cucumbers, you used to be able to buy them by the big tray, the 8x10. They used to do it in sales. Now they do them individually and sell cucumber plants individually in these larger pots for like $3.50 to $5, and sometimes even more than that. But anyhow, my whole goal is to have people garden, get plants. So, with all that being said, I am looking at a price probably going to be around $3, and taking into consideration the amount of soil that is used, the amount of time you put into starting your own seed. You know, you're buying markers, because these do go home with the people when they buy the plants, so I don't always have a lot left over. So you buy the tags, you buy the soil, you buy the seed, the containers, which these are reusable, but again, you know, with the plant sale, they're taking the container with them. And some people are nice enough to actually return them. I've had people give me plants last year. It was a very cool plant sale, and just met so many wonderful people. I don't even know where, oh, with the price and everything. Plus, you know, I have to heat my greenhouse. So at $3.50 each, or $3, what did I say, $3? There isn't a lot of profit there. So, you know, if you are looking to make a profit, if anything, I'll get a lot of what I invested back, as far as the soil, as far as the containers, and then there might be a little bit of profit there. Anyhow, so if you are thinking about selling your plants and exactly what kind of profit you're looking, how much money you're spending, plus checking, you know, your surrounding area, what are the plants going for? That is something that you might want to really take into consideration. And I probably could sell them. I mean, I'm shocked that people do pay $5 a plant. I really am shocked. But anyhow, I think I am going to stick with $3. And so, all right, so now we're going to go on to the next one. So I got the beefsteak, I got the ananas Noor. The other big seller, and I think mainly because I just really talk about Paul Robeson, it's one of my favorites, is the Paul Robeson. So I'm going to do another 3. This sold out right away at the plant sale, was Paul Robeson. So here is Baker's Creek. And pretty much most of these seeds were packaged for 2023. So okay, in here there's definitely, they say 25 seeds, there's definitely a lot more than 25 right there. I'm going to say there's probably close to 40. Wow. And then I'm just going to sprinkle. That's all I'm doing is sprinkling. They're going to grow together. That's fine when they're young and they start getting their true leaves. I'm going to separate them. Uh-oh. Shoot. Take that out. Well. Darn it. I just dropped a seed in the wrong thing. So be really careful when you do this. All right, so I'm just sprinkling. And that was what, Paul Robeson. Okay, so I'm going to do the marker for Paul Robeson. Okay, so that's done. Paul Robeson. Oh, the other one. I don't know how this is going to sell. It's called the Mortgage Lifter. That's another one I'm doing. Oh, and Boxcar Willie is a new one. So I only got one packet of the Mortgage Lifter. So I'm probably going to do okay, these are from Baker's Creek. Again, there's probably at least 30 seeds in here. So this one is the Mortgage Lifter. And these tomatoes get up to 1 pound. Just gonna sprinkle them. I think I'm only gonna do 2. One packet of 2 containers. And then the last one is going to be the Boxcar Willie, because that's my first year with that. I don't know how it's going to sell. Now, I've grown Mortgage Lifter before, but I also, at that time, I gave a lot to different people. Okay, so this one was the Mortgage Lifter. Okay, now Boxcar Willie. These are from M.I. Gardner, so they're saying there is about 25 seeds here. And all of these are indeterminate, meaning they will just keep growing and producing. I did buy one, and I'll show you that next. One determinate. So all those seeds went into that one. That is Boxcar Willie. And I'm keeping all of my empty seed packets because I definitely want to make sure I know what I planted. You know. Okay, Boxcar Willie. Named after the country singer. Okay, so this one is has all the seeds in here. So the next step I'm going to do is top this off with some soil. I'm not going really deep. And, you know, I pre-moistened it, but I'm also going to moisten it again because the soil is dry on top. I want to moisten the seeds. So spreading the soil around a little. And keep in mind, you know, if you're going to plant that many seeds in a container, once they get their true leaves, that's when they really start requiring some fertilizer. And, I mean, you can water with a nice fish fertilizer. But when I up-pot, that's when I start adding my Trifecta Plus, which, again, I get that from M.I. Gardner. It's just, I don't know. I love it. I'm going to start experimenting with some other fertilizers. If you guys want to leave, you know, a comment on what fertilizer you use and what kind of success you have with it, you know, leave it in the comments. Because I do want to start trying some other ones. Although, I mean, I love this. But I do have to get it. It is shipped from Michigan. I mean, it'd be nice just to run up to the store and get a really good fertilizer, too, locally. Okay, so I'm just done with that. So basically, I wanted to show you how I start a lot of these seeds. And I do it this way, number one, because I want to grow a lot of tomato plants for the plant sale. Definitely be careful though. Like as you've seen, I dropped a seed into another container. I think I got it out, but okay, so this tray is done, a tray of 18, but in total I have well over, I don't know, 300 plants probably, or seeds started. So yeah, the beefsteak, Black Beauty, Ananas Noor, Mortgage Lifter, Boxcar Willie, Paul Robeson, San Marzano. So this one is done. I have another prepared one, but basically I just sprinkle the seed, and then I covered it with a thin layer of soil potting mix. Abby's outside. I got somebody coming over, and Abby gets really excited, so she's outside. She's not real happy when I'm in here and she's out there. So if you hear her barking in the background, that's what's going on. So I'm going to put this under my grow light, and then I'm going to share real quick the rest of the tomatoes I'm growing. But doing it this way, yes, there's going to be a lot of tomatoes in here. But again, once they get their true leaves, not the first set of leaves, but the second set of leaves, you know, I might go the second or the third before they get up potted. You know, they are larger, but anyhow, it's probably going to be after the first set of true leaves, but we'll see. And then I will up pot them, separate them. You just do it very gently, and they will each get their own container. And I'm going to use that deeper 5-inch container. And they'll each get their own and their own little tag. So when I get these done, so that's, like I said, there's over 300 seeds that I just sowed. So I got another tray ready, and it'll probably be another at least 300 or more. So I might have like 600 or 700 tomato plants for the plant sale. And I have, I know I have over 300 peppers. And then I'm also starting some basil, different basils. And snapdragons I'm going to put in the plant sale. And whatever, you know. So anyhow, if I have like 1,000, between 1,000 and 1,500 plants, I'll be happy with that. Probably closer to 1,000. You know, and I said I had 3,000 plants last year. I don't think I had quite 3,000. I'm going to have to go back over what I grew last year. But anyhow, that's how I do my tomato starts. And then I'm going to pause this for a second. And, because that person is, family member is on their way. So I'll be back momentarily. Okay, so starting on the second tray, I pre-moistened all of the potting soil. And the next one, I already spread the seed, was the Cherokee Purple. Almost last of the bigger ones. Okay, this one is Amish paste. And these are awesome for salsa, for canning. And every time I grow these, each tomato goes up to about half a pound. So these make me very happy. They're thick for canning. So I think I'm only going to do 2 containers of the Amish paste. It was not a big seller, not really sure, but one person that came to the sale, these were, I had quite a few at the end left over, and she bought the rest of what was there. So I was thankful for her. And these, this one is from M.I. Gardner. And let me see, 1, 2. So that's all I'm going to do on the Cherokee Purple. I'm sorry, the Amish paste. Okay, the next one is, I still have the pineapple, and I grew that last year, and I honestly thought that it would taste like pineapple because the Ananas Noor does taste like pineapple, but this does not. It's a little fruity, but nothing like I was thinking. They do get very large, up to 2 pounds. A yellow fruit has red marbling through the flesh. It is a pretty tomato. And that is the pineapple. And the other one, I still have seeds, are Dr. White. These seeds are from 2020. Plant. Okay, so what's next? The Abe Lincoln. This is from M.I. Gardner. This is indeterminate. This was cultivated in the 1920s by a farmer from Abe's home state of Illinois. It's good acidity and regular tomato leaves, making it the perfect slicer tomato. So I think I'm only going to do one of those. And again, this is, they're saying approximately 25 seeds from M.I. Gardner. And I'm going to say there's more than 25 in there, so spread these out. And this is the Abe Lincoln. Okay, the next one is a friend of mine, actually, and he watches the channel. Hi, Al. He turned me on to the Trip L crop tomato last year. This is a vining tomato, and I want to go ahead and try it again this year. I guess it can grow up to 14 feet. And last year I planted these seeds. He gave me the seeds that he saved from his garden. And I think I planted them too close to my cherry tomatoes, and it just didn't do as well as it should have. And it looks like, I think these have like the tomato or the potato leaves. Not like your regular tomato leaves. So I'm going to do one of these. Because I want to try it again. And put on there the triple or the triple crop. Okay, and that goes there. And I think that's it for the larger tomatoes. So the next ones I'm going to start working on are the cherry tomatoes. So this one is the black strawberry, which one of my favorite. They're tasty, but just the way they look when they grow and everything, they're absolutely gorgeous. That's the black strawberry, and they are tasty. But my favorite cherry tomato is actually the black cherry. So black strawberry. Oh, they only put 10 seeds in this one. But actually there's probably, looks like 14 seeds in this one. So I have 2 packets of that. And I'm going to do 2 of these. So there's probably about 14 or something in each one. Make another tag. It's black strawberry. And this one's black strawberry. Okay, the next one I'm going to work on is Queen of the Night. I don't think there's very many seeds in here. Well, this only has, wow, minimum of 10 seeds. Let's see how many I really have. Well, there's probably about 15 in there. Of course, not sure if they're all going to germinate, but let's give it a try. That's all going to go there. That is Queen of the Night, which is another beautiful cherry tomato. It's a little bigger than a cherry. Okay, that's Queen of the Night. And the next one I'm going to do is blueberries. These are really fun to grow. Wherever the sun hits them, that's where they get the dark color. These are from Baker's Creek. And they're saying about 25 seeds in here. Okay, that's a blueberry. Abby. Abby. Okay, that's there. Okay, oh, and I did an orange hat. I did. Orange hat. I'm going to be planting some of those too. Okay, so I'm going to end up doing 3 of these 18. What it looks like. Okay, so next I'm going to do the purple Bumblebee cherry tomato. Abby, you want a treat? Thank you. She was kind of licking herself. There's your chew stick back there. Okay, this is the purple Bumblebee, and they're saying approximately 25 seeds. This is from M.I. Gardner. So I'm going to spread them all into one container here. Put a marker in. That was purple Bumblebee. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is the Orange Hat. Now this one here, you can actually even grow in your house under a grow light in the winter. It doesn't get big. It's a dwarf bush tomato. It's called the extra dwarf. So this is a very small bunched tomato plant. It just grows just 6 to 9 inches tall, but produces oodles of tiny orange orbs bursting with fruity sweetness. Perfect for growing indoors or on the patio, or as an edible ornamental in beds, borders, or mixed containers. So that would be fun. So I do one thing of these. And that's the purple hat. Or orange hat, I'm sorry. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Got that done. So on my tag, just to be sure, I'm putting Dwarf Orange Hat. And that's there. So I have 4 of these left. So I did end up ordering the Sun Gold tomato. They only gave me 10 seeds, so I'm going to do one. I bought 2 packets. That's only 20 plants if they all germinate. Oh, and these I got from Haas. They have a germination rate of 97%. And this is not an heirloom, but it is a hybrid tomato. He doesn't have that marked on here, but usually the Sun Gold is a hybrid, so anyhow. Let's see how many seeds he put in there. They said 10 seeds, but let's see if they give you more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 13. Okay, so that's 1. Sun Gold is another favorite of mine. They're so sweet and delicious. I've never gotten Sun Gold from Haas, so hopefully these are just as delicious. Put these all in the same one, okay. And I'll mark these. Sun Gold, so hopefully I'll have at least 20. And a couple, of course, in my garden, so I'll probably have like, I don't know, hopefully like 18 to 20, because there was a few extra seeds in there. Okay, the next one, which is an absolutely beautiful cherry tomato, is the pink Bumblebee. This one is Baker's Creek, and they said approximately 25 seeds. I like all the different cherry. I'm going to do 2 of these because there's quite a few. I like doing a variety of cherry tomatoes because they're gorgeous. Like to put in a salad or just a bowl. The presentation is just beautiful. So here's pink Bumblebee, and besides the flavor. Okay, so I got 2 of those, and I got, ooh, look at this one. This one is called the Sunrise Bumblebee, Baker's Creek. Approximately, well, they say minimum of 25 seeds. This one's really pretty. Sunrise Bumblebee. Okay, and I'm just going to show you real. Okay, so it's already 3:30 in the afternoon, and I still have probably one more tray of this that I'm going to do, and then I also am going to start some other things. I got some dahlia flowers I'm going to start, and those I'm just going to do in the smaller cell, you know. But anyhow, I wanted to show you how I do my tomatoes, and when I go to up pot them, you know, I'll bring you along and show you how I do that too, because I will be separating. I'm going to have a bunch of tomatoes in one little section of each pot. So, but I'm so glad I'm finally getting my tomatoes in. Really pushing it to me at the last minute, but they're going to be okay, because once I up pot them, that's when I add the Trifecta Plus, and it really pushes really good growth when I do that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and the total solar eclipse was totally awesome. The street lights came on. Where I work, it's a small town, but it didn't get as dark as if we were, you know, out in the country somewhere. But it did get dark. I mean, it was like evening, nighttime. The sun went down, and all around the horizon, it looked like the sunset with the orange in the sky. Anyhow, it was a lot of fun. All right, so I'm gonna go now, and thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you on the next one. All right, bye.